Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I'm here with a video of class 8th English first. Today we are going to study chapter number 30, that is paragraph writing. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 30, paragraph writing. So first let me tell you what a paragraph is. A paragraph is actually a group of sentences that we have written in order to express something that we feel about that particular topic. Alright, so a paragraph is a group of sentences expressing connected series of thoughts upon a single topic. Sentences are so organized that at the end of the paragraph, they all look to be knit into an organic whole. The idea, the theme, the argument, or the main point of the topic is sufficiently amplified in the body of the paragraph. It can stand by itself because it is the development of a single main thought, idea, or experience. Okay, so the difference between writing a paragraph and writing a group of sentences is that in group of sentence you can write any sentence that you want about that topic, but while we are writing a paragraph we make sure that the sentences are connected with each other. They are interrelated. It's not like we are writing the main we are writing first we are writing the meaning of the sentence and then directly we are writing the conclusion that we or solution that we think without discussing the problem. So when we write a paragraph, we make sure that first we write what we think about that topic, then some theme related to it, some examples or something, then we talk about the main problem that we have in that particular paragraph, and then we write the solution, and then we conclude our paragraph. This is all hypothetical. I'm not asking you to write it in the same manner, but kind of. Alright, next is essential features of a good paragraph. First is unity of thoughts. A paragraph deals with only one topic or one central idea. This must be stated quite clearly in one sentence or spread over two or three. It may occur in the beginning of the paragraph or in the middle or near to the end. The main idea is developed in four different ways: by giving illustration, by giving reasons, by giving comparison or a contrast, or by giving details. Hence, every sentence in it must either immediately or ultimately have a bearing on the main idea. This gives the paragraph an impression of the unity. Alright, so exactly that unity of thought means that whatever that you think has to be related to each other, and it all the sentences that you write, all what you feel about that sentence should have at least only one main topic or one central idea. And this can be developed by making an illustration, by giving examples, by giving comparison, or by making a contract. Next is order. The second essential feature of a good paragraph is the logical development of thought. One thought must naturally lead to another. There should be continuity of thoughts in it. Arrangement of thoughts in a proper order gives the paragraph clarity, coherence, and vividness. Now they are talking about the order, which I've already explained you when I was explaining you the definition of the paragraph. Alright, order means you cannot write in such a way that makes the reader confused. Alright, that confuses the reader. So basically what you have to follow a certain order. Like first you have to tell what you think about that topic, then what is the main problem with the topic, what are your views about that problem, what are your ways of giving it a solution, and then the conclusion. If you do not do this order, it will be very hard for the reader to understand what you want to express in those particular lines. Next is variety. It is another characteristic of a good paragraph. To achieve this, the sentence that make up the paragraph must be of varied patterns. There should be a long and short sentences, straightforward and involved. This is very clear. It has here the sentences have to be long and short. You cannot write all the long sentences and you cannot also write all the short sentences. When you write a long sentence, means you're writing a sentence without a full stop, without a comma, for like 2 or 3 lines. It becomes very hard for the reader to read. When we read these kind of sentences, we forget what we are reading. This is psychological. This happens with everybody, at least with me. All right. So you have to make sure that you write short and brief sentences, so that when the reader is reading that sentence, he or she is able to understand what you're trying to tell. Next is steps how to write a paragraph. First, think over and note down the points on which you wish to write a letter. This is the main point when you are writing a paragraph. For example, you have got in an exam, you have got a paragraph on writing how environment or how deforestation is affecting, how deforestation is has an impact on global warming. So when you start writing a sentence, when you start writing a paragraph, you make sure that you make points like when did this deforestation, what is deforestation, first point. Second point, how this deforestation started, from where did it start. All right, how is it affecting the world, how is it related to global warming, what are its solutions. All right, so these are the points that you write before you write the paragraph, so that it is easy for you to construct some sentences, construct your views, construct and present them on the paper. Next, arrange the points in a proper and logical order. This is very clear and I've already explained you many a times. You have to be very logical about it. You have to write it in an orderly manner. Make sure that you don't shuffle the points. Write 1 or 2 sentences stating what you think or what you want or think about that topic, which should be written in the first point. When you are asked to write about deforestation and global warming, you must know what deforestation and global warming actually means, and you must be able to express that in your paragraph, in the first paragraph itself, in the first 4 line itself. Next, revise carefully what you have written. See that the paragraph is written in required number of words, normally 150, unless otherwise specified. Errors in spelling, grammar, punctuation, etc. should be duly corrected. Read it again to check that it reads like a piece of original composition having a beginning, a middle and an end. Now this is very clear, this is very understood, that we have to make sure that we write a proper sentence, properly constructed, a proper punctuated, properly written in grammar, the grammar of the sentence is actually correct, and if it is not, it should be duly corrected before you submit that paragraph. And last is write out a fair draft and cancel the rough draft. Note that only first line of the paragraph is indented. All right, so you make sure that the points that you have written before starting writing the paragraph, make sure that you erase that. So these were the points through which you can write a paragraph. Coming on to the example that we have been given. Example, look at the poster below, taking clues from it and adding your own ideas. Write a paragraph to kindness to animals. Before writing these sentences, before writing this paragraph, you can actually start by telling what kindness means, how animals are as important as human beings on this planet. All right, then what are the problems that people are facing? What are the examples in which you can mention the problem in which, when this is actually seen in every colony. If you have seen it, I have no idea, but I have, where the people living in a colony, they tie the Diwali crackers on the tail of a dog or some other animal, and then burn it. Or you can mention the inhuman act of I don't know which part of the city India, in which that pregnant elephant was fed some explosives, and then it affected the baby elephant in her womb. And there are many other cruel activities that have been happening with the animals, especially with the animals, that I cannot even say those publicly. All right, a paragraph on then you can write the solution to this, and then you can conclude your paragraph. Now let us read what are these. Animals like cows, the horse, the buffalo, and the dog, and several others have been helping us in many ways. They help us build our civilization, so they rightly deserve our sympathy, consideration, and benevolence. For our own sake, at least, we should not be cruel to animals. They, like human beings, have feelings. We should provide proper food, water, and shelter to domestic and agricultural animals. When they are ill, they deserve our attention and care. We can be kind to them by making them carry such loads as they can bear. They should be given proper rest. Some people who cannot feel pity or think to extract more and quicker work from them use sharp weapons like goads, heavy wooden cudgels, and whips. The kind of wanton cruelty must be discouraged and stopped at all cost. It is not enough to be good men only. Animals too deserve such treatment. And this paragraph is of 160 words. Alright, so this was in the chapter. These are the three paragraphs that you can there are four paragraphs which you can easily write. Alright, I hope that this chapter is clear to you. I will see you all in my next video next week with the next chapter. Till then, take care and keep studying.